Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. It's Thursday night. We're streaming live with the VGT Series. And it's round 5, Series 2. Round 5, the grand finale, the big one. So what is the VGT Series? The VGT is a VRC one-make series using a different Vision Gran Turismo car every season. And the first season was the VW Golf Supersport, and this is season 2, the Mazda RX Vision GT3. Some points over what this is. It's a 2-race round, with race 1 being a sprint race, and race 2 being a feature race, and there is rules with the tyre compounds. They'll be qualifying at 8 o'clock. For I think 10 minutes, and they can choose either racing super softs or racing soft tyres. Whatever they choose, though, they must take into the sprint race. So if they choose super softs, they'll have to race in sprint in the first race on super softs, or if they choose softs, they'll race on them. Then we move on to the feature race, where they have to use the racing mediums at some point in the race. That is mandatory, and the other tyre compound is the one that they don't use in the sprint, either the super softs or the softs. This has been a cracking little championship, and we have a 4-way battle for the win, the big win in the championship. We're at Catalunya GP. It's a 2.892 mile track with 16 turns, and I don't know the name of one of them, so don't be expecting to be informed on tyre names. I don't even think I've drawn this one in the map, because we barely ever use it in the VRC, I must say. I don't notice Catalunya coming up that often, and I think we've got a double header, because I think the Red Bulls might be racing there on Sunday. So look, you don't ever see it, and then 2 come at once. So the sprint race is going to be 11 laps, and the feature race is going to be 26 laps of pure goodness. And unfortunately, one of our contenders cannot make it this evening. The sim racer's worst nightmare, real life, got in the way. And a Skyjacker in the chat saying, "Evening Flower, hello darling." And Shadow Rider saying, "How you doing, Mucker?" I'm doing tickety-boo. I'm doing okay. I'm on top of the world. So, the championship. The table stands as is at the moment. Oh, that's the one after drop scores. I'll tell you the one before drop scores, shall I? And then go on to the drop scores one. So, before the drop scores, Shiren is leading the championship on 116 points, followed by Homesick Alien in second on 114 points. Catula is third on 110 points, and Digital Blasphemy fourth on 105 points. Then Skyjacker is fifth on 97 points. Alexis Maximus sixth, excuse me, on 74 points. Jokers is seventh on 63 points. Pat eighth on 17 points. Ninth is Racer Brown on 14, and Alpha Nut 10th on 14 points. That is. Then we'll take drop scores into account. Their lowest score, or their lowest scored round of the season is taken away, just in case anyone misses a race here or there. And that leaves the table looking like Digital Blasphemy, and he's the man that can't make tonight, unfortunately, is leading the championship with 91 points. Shiren in second on 89 points. Homesick Alien third on 88 points. And Catula is fourth on 87 points. Either any 4 of those could take them, although Digital Blasphemy, I think his dropped round wasn't a great scorer, so I don't think he's got very good backup. Then we have Skyjacker in fifth on 75 points. Alexis Maximus in sixth on 74 points. So there's a little battle there for fourth and fifth. Then Joker's on 63 points in seventh. Pat in eighth on 17 points. Racer Brown in ninth for 14 points. And Alpha Nut in 10th for 14 points. So that is how it is looking. We'll have a quick look through the fields. Doesn't look like we've got a great showing here on the last round. Can't see a Digital Blasphemy. Obviously, he already said he wouldn't be able to make it. And it doesn't look like Jokas has made it also. So there is Alexis Maximus in his Red Bull. And he's on home ground as well, here at Spain. He'll be looking for a win, or to help his fellow countryman out, Cthulhu. Oh, Skyjack is asking if we're ready already. Already. And there is Cthulhu sat waiting alongside Homesick Alien in their Red Bulls. Let me just get involved for a second. Interactive commentary. There you go. So we're already going ready for qualifying between these five. Alexis Maximus, Cthulhu, Sharen, Skyjacker, and Homesick Alien. Who will come out on top, I wonder? Will it be the Russian sensation? Will it be Fernando? Or will it be the alien that misses home? Who knows? Or Digital Blasphemy? Will his drop score be enough to see him through? I'm not hopeful for him, to tell you the truth. I think his drop score was not a great one. Mama Homesick in the chat saying evening thingy. Hello Mama Homesick, cheering on your boy tonight. Could be a champion come 9:30. And Skyjack saying Digital can't make it, not heard from Jokaz. So Turtle in the chat with a wave. Hi Turtle. So the countdown to qualifying begins now. We had an update, I won't say a big update, but an update for GT Sport, which usually leaves it as buggy as a wasp's nest. But let's hope it's going to behave tonight. And then obviously the double jeopardy of the Thursday evening internet crash that I seem to always suffer. It's these Mazdas, they're just too fast for my internet. Get rid of those big numbers as Skyjacker leads them onto the track to start their 10-minute qualifying here at Catalunya. Mama Homesick saying fingers crossed for Homesick. Muddy saying Q. Mama Homesick saying let's hope so. And Turtle saying 5 drivers with circles. No, it wasn't a big pickup in the visions. I think these Mazdas scare people. I think they're just too beastly. Too beastly for words. Because I think we're having a week's break and the GTMC has opened up for sign up, and there's a lot of names I've seen on that list. So the next Thursday championship we'll be streaming is going to have more numbers. I just don't think people are keen on the visions, obviously, as they make their way around their outlap. We should get on board with someone, shouldn't we, to see what the track's like. We'll get on board with our resident host. Very slow corner this one, has to deep brake in. You can end up right out on that curb there. You've got to be very careful. And this one's just all about a bit of lifting, taking it all the way around that long right, speeding up to the joke of a chicane. The old track used to be so much better, but they put this chicane in to, I don't know, irritate people, possibly. And there they go, flooring it around the final corner onto the start straight. And the first couple of corners at this track are absolutely wonderful. Shadow Rider saying special livery for you tomorrow night. I can't wait, Shadow. So here we see going into the right-hander, heavy on the brakes, down to third gear, then left, and then it's the back end stepping out on a Skyjacker a little bit there, a long right. It just never ends. Keep going right, and that's it. Straightens up, then heavy onto the brakes, down to third for another right-hander. That's quite a long one as well. Then very slow left, down to second gear. And then flooring it, all the way down the hill. Little dab on the brakes, get it into third, get it back up the hill through the semi-chicane. And this is quite a fast right-hander. Little lift. back on the accelerator again, looking very tidy, except for that little slide that we saw. Sure. And then back to where we started, that tight left-hander, making your way up the hill. Let's try and complete a lap here at Catalunya. So he makes his way through the chicane in his monster Mazda. Him and Alexis Maximus, only 1 point between them two for 5th and 6th in the championship. So these two will be in a battle. And there we see Skyjacker so far fastest, ahead of Alexis Maximus by 5 tenths. Then Shiren is the next fastest after Alexis Maximus in 3rd by 3 tenths. And Homesick Alien, not a great lap from Homesick Alien at all. Nearly 6.4 seconds shy of Catalunya, Cthulhu. So Homesick Alien, we'll see how he fares on this next one around. Like I said, it's not a track that the VRC use that frequently, I must say. I don't remember it popping up for a while. I can't remember the last time I saw Catalunya in one of our streams. He's purple in the first sector now. He's the champion-elect, him, Shiren and Cthulhu. Shiren not winning a championship yet with the VRC, although he does frequent the podium quite often. So he's definitely got a championship in him. Homesick Alien and Cthulhu sharing plenty between the two of them. Looks like Cthulhu just backing out of his lap there. And it looks like Skyjacker is definitely going for the win. He's having a real streak at the moment. Ooh, so Homesick Alien's up on his time. That's not where he lost all the time then on his lap, because it was only 3 tenths up. GTMC Season 4 was the last time, I think. Oh, was it in the GTMC? That seems like eons ago. Here comes Homesick Alien then. This must have been where he lost the time on his last lap. Shiren has gone faster but stayed in 3rd place. And Homesick Alien dashing to the line. He betters his time and goes ahead of his championship rival. So, very good there. And we saw Cthulhu going quite slow on his lap. And we're running out of time with only 4 minutes left of qualifying. And Skyjacker, like I said, he's on a streak. He got pole for the Le Mans that we're racing tomorrow evening, the 2.5 hour race. And he got a pole on Sunday evening for the Red Bulls. And he's looking, oh no, he's backing out of this one, letting the group go by. Interesting. He's in a battle himself with Alexis Maximus. And Alexis Maximus and Skyjacker could play quite a big part in this championship. I imagine Alexis Maximus will be trying to help Cthulhu out. And Skyjacker possibly trying to help Homesick Alien out. So far, Alexis Maximus going the fastest of all. Making his way round, only 3 minutes left. Maybe Skyjacker is aiming to give Homesick Alien a tow. Maybe that's what he's hanging around for. They're quite far apart on the track though. He'll be waiting a while. Alexis Maximus, he got purples as he was going through one of the sectors. How's his lap going to look? Can he grab pole? Looks like Shiren is getting a bit of a tow off him. He goes faster. 3 tenths well, he's gone 3 tenths faster. He's 2 tenths off of Skyjacker's time. Shiren hasn't managed to go faster on that lap. He did go faster on that lap, I apologise. He's less than 2 tenths away. Cthulhu goes faster, but still stays in 5th place. Only 600ths off of Homesick Alien, who, ooh, looks like he had a bad one again. Is Homesick Alien pushing too hard? Is he putting pressure on himself for this championship? It's a tricky one when there's only 5 competitors and 4 points between them. It's hard to make the places. But Alexis Maximus looks like he's going for another pole run. Shiren trying to stay close to get a toe off of the Spaniard. And Skyjacker sitting pretty on the top step at the moment in his monster Mazda. As we're less than 2 minutes to go for this qualifying session. And then it's, I think I said 7 laps. No, 11 laps, sorry. 11 laps of Catalunya for the sprint race. Oh, I haven't even looked at the tyres. Skyjacker's on the softs, sorry. Alexis has opted for the softs. Shiren's on the softs. Homesick Alien's gone for softs, and he's got himself... Oh no, he was already ahead of Catula and Catula. So they've all opted to go for soft tyres in this first race. Shiren's gone a little bit faster. He's gone ahead of Alexis Maximus now. Just over a 10th behind Skyjacker, and just over a 10th ahead of Alexis Maximus as they all start making their way round for their final qualifying run. Homesick Alien goes faster, but he's still sitting shy of Alexis Maximus by about 4 tenths and 6 tenths, nearly 7 tenths off of pole position. And Catula, seeing out there making his way around, trying to keep an eye on his sector times as he comes across one now. He's up on his own time. He's got to find a little bit more than that though. Shiren, he'll be going for pole, I imagine, at this point. And it's all very interesting stuff at the moment. Skyjacker still sitting in that pole position at the moment. He's looking very good for it. No. Shiren is about 3 tenths down on his own time, and he's lost the back end. Is he going to... Oh, and Skyjacker, he looks... I don't know. I didn't know if he was going to get in Skyjacker's way. But Skyjacker looked a little bit wide in that corner. So this final run doesn't look like anyone is going to get much better out of it. Shiren's going to be the first man to cross the line. No, he's going into the pit. He's getting out of Skyjacker's way, I believe. Made too many mistakes. Thinks he doesn't want to get in Sky's way. As Sky crosses the line, he doesn't go any faster. Shiren doesn't go any faster. In second, Alexis Maximus doesn't go any faster. And then it's down to Cthulhu. What's Cthulhu got as he crosses the line? He does go faster. He goes back ahead of Homesick Alien, and Homesick Alien goes faster but doesn't manage to get ahead of Cthulhu. So that is the grid. Skyjacker, Shiren, Alexis Maximus, Cthulhu, and Homesick Alien. Interesting stuff then. Before the race starts, remember it's Shiren, Cthulhu, and Homesick Alien in a championship fight at the moment. Shiren looks like he's in the better position. I have been told we'll try and keep you updated between races with the table, which is what Skyjacker does, and he's racing, so that's quite a biggie. So Skyjacker gets a good draw off the line. Shiren, is he... I thought he was a little slower. From that shot, it's hard to tell. It looks like Shiren and Skyjacker are side by side. Going into the first corner, Shiren's got the inside line, but then so Skyjacker will have the inside line on the next corner. So Skyjacker maintains that lead. Shiren in second, Alexis Maximus in third, but he's going for the attack on Shiren. He runs a little wide, and Cthulhu's just sat in behind Alexis Maximus. What kind of shot was that? And then Homesick Alien sitting behind them all. And there we see Skyjacker leading them away. Shiren not too far behind. 11 laps we're doing around here. They're all quite bunched up at the moment. Could be anyone's. And Homesick Alien sitting just behind those guys in 5th place. Get on board with Homesick Alien, see what it looks like from his point of view. As we can see the whole field. It looks like an opportunity with Cthulhu. Cthulhu running a little wide there. And Homesick Alien looking for an opportunity. He's looking down the inside on the brakes. and it's very tight between the two of them. There's a little contact, but oh no, 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 no. Oh my word. Catula looked like he had a small spin there. As we saw from inside Homesick Alien's car. Homesick having a look up his inside. There was definitely contact. And, well, it was a very late slide. It looked like the initial contact didn't really affect it. So, the question is, oh, well. Now Catula looks like he's going all over the shop. So, Homesick Alien continues on. He must think he'll take the steward's decision on that one. And Skyjacker nearly a second ahead now of Alexis and Maximus in second. Oh, Alexis Maximus has got past Shiren. And Homesick Alien's catching up Shiren. So this is very tasty at the moment. Catula dropping behind somewhat, 8.3 seconds behind the rest of the pack. He's got only a few laps to catch them up. And in the chat we've got Mama Homesick saying, come on Homesick. And Muddy saying, go Skyjacker. What? Homesick Alien's a VRC boy. He's in a championship position. But Skyjacker leading away quite easily at the moment. 7/10 lead from Alexis Maximus. He needs to finish ahead of Alexis Maximus. Them two in their own mini battle. Shiren ahead of Homesick Alien. That's happy days for Shiren in the championship. If he can maintain that position ahead of Homesick, he'll be well up for that. And Cthulhu, like I said, has got to play a catch-up. So Skyjacker leading them around. Alexis Maximus trying to chase him down, but Alexis Maximus looked wide there, but he seems to be okay. Bit wiggly over the curbs. Shiren closing in, and let's get on board with Shiren as we watch that battle. Homesick Alien not too far behind, but he looks like he's dropped back a little bit. 1.4 seconds behind Shiren. Shiren getting the fastest lap on that lap as he tries to get a tow from Alexis and Maximus. Closing in on the Spaniards for his championship. It looks like these cars just could easily spin out at any point. They do look tough, and oh no, Shiren's gone a little bit wide. Where's Homesick Alien? Oh, that's all right, he's got quite a distance, but Homesick Alien's going to close in on him now. Oh my words, drama on lap 3 of the sprint race here at Catalunya, but so far Shiren maintaining that ahead of Homesick Alien, but Homesick Alien's closed right up behind him. While Skyjacker leads from Alexis and Maximus, and Homesick Alien going for the move up the inside of Shiren, but I don't think he could quite get the purchase there, and backs out of it somewhat. Shiren having to go defensive for the rest of this lap. And Homesick, and if we are on board with Homesick, we'll go through his point of view while he battles this championship battle between him and Shiren. And it's a close call. Already Cthulhu looks like he's caught these guys up a little bit. He was 8.6 seconds behind. He's closed it up to 7.5. We're on the third lap of 11 as they fight it out. And there's not really much Alexis Maximus can do to help out his fellow Spaniard at the moment. And Homesick Alien trying to get a tow on Shiren as they come up the long straight into the first corner. And it's still very tight between Shiren and Homesick Alien. And Skyjacker looks like he's pulled away from Alexis Maximus. 1.8 second lead from Alexis Maximus. Shiren only 2/10 ahead of the Alien at the moment. Cthulhu dropping back a little bit from those guys. Skyjacker's got the fastest lap with a 1:44.3, and Homesick Alien just 2/10 sitting on the bumper of Shiren's Mazda. And Alexis Maximus dropping back into Shiren and Homesick Alien. Is he getting team orders from the Spanish contingency, saying back them into Catula? And that would take mad skills to try and hold these two drivers up for 7 seconds, but possibly that might be or he just made a couple of mistakes. It looks like Skyjacker's made a mistake as well. He's only 7/10 ahead of Alexis Maximus. He was 1.7 seconds ahead, so it's all closing up, the top 4. And Shiren is right in a Mazda sandwich at the moment. Skyjacker's under threat from Alexis Maximus. And remember, Alexis Maximus and Skyjacker, only a point between them in this championship. All to fight for there. Shiren's pulled away a little bit from Alien. Ooh. Skyjacker trying to break the toe. And Shiren's right underneath Alexis Maximus right now. Homesick Alien closing it up on them guys. It's very tight here, with Skyjacker only 2/10 ahead of Alexis and Maximus, and Shiren only 2/10 behind him, and Homesick Alien only a 1/10 behind Shiren, with Catula some 7.6 seconds behind these guys. Oh, and Homesick Alien looks like he was making a move there on Shiren. I pressed the wrong button. If Flashman's listening, you can have a sip. But no changes so far. It looks tricky out there. It looks tricky to be able to overtake. Alexis Maximus doing a fantastic job defending from Shiren. And it does look, I saw Catula in the distance. Oh no, Catula's had a huge off. A huge off for car 81. He's battered the front of it somewhat. Homesick Alien still all over the back of Shiren. And oh, Shiren's having a look up the inside, but he can't quite make the move stick from Alexis and Maximus. And at the moment, Shiren sitting pretty ahead of the Alien. I believe that might be all he needs to do. I think he's just ahead of the Alien in the championship. And oh my God, there's been a coming together between Shiren. There's been a coming together between Shiren and Alexis Maximus. And Shiren is having to wait for Alexis, but Catula's just too far back to gain anything on that. And Homesick Alien then up into second place. Great for his championship, this. I think he is the further one back, though. He is the one that's fourth, isn't he, in the championship? So this works wonders for him. No, Catula's behind Homesick Alien, sorry, by a point. And Homesick's a point behind Shiren. So it looks like this race is going towards Homesick Alien at the moment. Alexis Maximus staying ahead of Shiren, with Catula in fifth, only 5 seconds behind Shiren though. And this is a very tight stuff, very tight. Homesick Alien 8 seconds now ahead of Alexis and Maximus and Shiren's battle. And Catula some 6 seconds back. Even the tyres are starting to go. You can see the tyres are looking quite red. 6 laps into this race. And Homesick Alien catching up with Skyjacker. And is Skyjacker he's playing team. Skyjacker letting the Alien through to help him out with the points. Cracking stuff here. So Skyjacker looks like he's conceding the win to help his team VRC teammate out, Homesick Alien, who is now leading this race. How this race has turned. Interesting stuff. Shiren is now ahead of Alexis Maximus, quite a bit. It looks like Alexis Maximus' tyres are really struggling out there. And Catula some 4 seconds behind his teammate, maybe his teammate doing the same as Skyjacker to help Catula out with the points. But Homesick Alien, this is going to help him out no end out there. He's going to be having to buy Skyjacker a beer after this one. And Homesick Alien leading from Skyjacker, who's got the fastest lap on lap 3. a 44.342. And in the chat, we've got Howard saying, "Hi Thingy, Majig, Digital Blasphemy. Sadly, I had to work this evening, so I'm just tuning in while I get a chance." Hey, Digi. Mama Homesick saying, "Catch him, Homesick." Mama Homesick saying, "What a lovely Skyjacker." So, a new fan there, Skyjacker, with Mama Homesick and Homesick Alien. Just staying in the lead at the moment. Skyjacker not attacking one bit. Shiren, he's 8.6 seconds behind. We're on lap 7 of 11. Looks like Alexis and Maximus has had a couple of rough laps, a 54 and a 50, whilst Cthulhu is on a push. I don't imagine Alexis Maximus will make this too difficult for Cthulhu. Possibly. He might defend it somewhat. And what could have been for Digital Blasphemy with all this drama out there? I wonder where he would have set in. Like he said, he has to work this evening, so he misses out. And it doesn't look like Alexis Maximus wants to give that position up to his fellow teammate. And Homesick Alien, meanwhile, looking set to get maximum points in this race as he heads off. The only thing that probably will cause him any issues is possibly a spin. I don't think a Skyjacker is going to attack him. Looks like Skyjacker is just bringing her home in second place. Shiren pushing like mad. He's caught up by about a second and a half behind them. He was 8.5 seconds adrift, now only 7.3, and Cthulhu is through, so I imagine Alexis Maximus just playing for a little bit, but letting Cthulhu through, so he's still not losing out points-wise too much. And Skyjacker getting second place over Alexis Maximus's 5th will help their title, their little battle out in the championship. And Homesick Alien, he may jump Shiren and Digital Blasphemy after this race. It's interesting stuff. Digital Blasphemy, remember, top of the table on 91 points. Shiren on 89, Homesick Alien on 88, Cthulhu on 87 points. So it'll be very interesting to see how the table looks. Digital Blasphemy saying, "I was fairly confident that I could have at least finished high enough in the points to challenge for the title." Yeah, we were all thinking it was going to be you or Shiren. The way the championship's gone, Digital Blasphemy, it's always next time though. Always next time. You've definitely got the speed, definitely got a championship in you. But at the moment, Homesick Alien bringing her on home on lap 9 of 11. Skyjacker, I mean, fairly straightforward. He pulled over to let Homesick Alien through. We spoke about it in the pit stop on Wednesday evening, our VRC podcast, and he was being very cagey. He just said he was going to pick his battles. He obviously, as long as he finished ahead of Alexis Maximus, I imagine that's what he was getting at, as there was a very close battle between them pair. Only 1 point between the two of them. And I suppose as soon as Alexis Maximus disappeared and he saw Homesick Alien behind him, he probably thought, might give this one up. Which is quite a big deal. A win's a win, always. Shiren trying his hardest, but he hasn't gained anything on those guys. I think the tyre's starting to go. Cthulhu in 4th place. He's pulled away from Alexis a little bit. Alexis, looked like he was a bit wide there in the corner. Those two cars look absolutely cracking. The two Red Bull liveries, a luminous yellow and a luminous pink salmon. And Homesick Alien with his Red Bull is blue and yellow, crossing the line. I imagine Monster aren't very happy seeing a Monster car pulling over for a Red Bull car. And Shiren still not gaining any more. He did a 46.6 his last time around. Skyjacker a 46.6. Homesick Alien a 46.4, but his front left tyre is looking quite angry on Homesick Alien's car at the moment. So can he get those tyres to last this next 2 laps? Skyjackers as well. It looks like that front left. Sharen's very tidy with his tyres. So when it's the feature race, them super softs might be very telling in the feature race. Digital Blasphemy saying, hopefully I don't have to wear the Rocky or Novice X from here on. Hoping for some confirmation on at some stage. I think you just messaged Talleyrand to ask. I think it's not one of them. They don't keep an eye on the novice stickers that often. They just, I think when someone says, do I have to have the novice sticker, they just usually say, oh no, yeah, take it off. So yeah, if you just message Talleyrand. It's usually only for the first couple of races. If you can race, they're not fussed about you having it. It's just for people who just joined the group, just to let the other drivers know that they might be, well, they're new to the group, and they're unproven. They don't know what their driving style's like. They might be, you know what some of the guys are like in the dailies, so they might have people come in that think it's okay to drive into people and stuff like that, but you're obviously not one of those. So, this is the last lap now. Homesick Alien on that final stretch. Skyjacker just taking it easy. He knows those tyres are starting to go. So Homesick Alien nearly 4 seconds. Skyjacker's probably already sorting the table out. He's probably driving with his knees, sorting out the table. So Homesick Alien bringing her around to take the win. Sharen, though, he's closed it up to 5 seconds. So Skyjacker, maybe being fair, letting both of them by. Letting them battle it out. Catula in fourth. He's some 10 seconds shy. And we've got a long way of this lap to go as yet. As Homesick Alien drives around ahead of Skyjacker. Sharen is catching up Skyjacker quite fast. I can't imagine he'd catch him up unless Skyjacker has a major issue on this final lap. So it's looking like they are going to be the finishing positions. Catula's a bit heavy on his tyres on this race. They all are. It looks like those tyres are not enjoying Catalunya. They are long sweeping corners with a couple of heavy braking zones, which could be tyre killers. As Homesick Alien brings it home to take a win here at the final round of the Mazda Visions. And it's great stuff there from Homesick Alien. Skyjacker, I think he kind of conceded that win to Homesick Alien, so well done Skyjacker. Sharen brings her home in third. Take a boo, my son. Cthulhu coming home in fourth. Looked like he had a little help from Alexis Maximus. Oh, Alexis Maximus losing it in the last corner. Huge spins. Cthulhu crossing the line as Alexis Maximus gathers her up and crosses the line. Oh, don't do that. You get penalties for doing stuff like that. Grabbing fifth place. No power slides. Power slides denied. So, yes, that was race one, and Homesick Alien has done half the job already, taking a win in the first race. I'll take you to the race results. As you see, Skyjacker got that fastest lap with a 44.342, but it quite blatantly looked like Skyjacker eased off a little bit to let Homesick Alien come through. And I imagine he was looking after his tyres, will be his excuse when questioned. So Homesick Alien come through to take the win, but there was contact between Homesick Alien and Cthulhu, so it's pending the stewards. If Cthulhu decides to approach the stewards and make a incident report, then the stewards would have to look at what Homesick Alien and Cthulhu's contact was. So it's not all done and dusted yet. But Homesick Alien for the now is got that win ahead of Skyjacker. Shiren in third place, still chasing that championship. It can't be over just yet, with Catula in fourth and Alexis and Maximus in fifth place. So Mama Homesick saying, yay, well done Homesick, and very teamy Skyjacker. So the room settings. Oh, it doesn't like Catula likes the circuit. He's learned how to get around the censorship of the GT Sport stream for UC circuit. And Shiren saying, but it's your home circuit. I think what was it? Laguna Seca is Catula's home circuit. He came to life at Laguna Seca. He really did. And Homesick, kind of. And Homesick Alien asking if the spin was him. There was small contact, but it did look like the spin happened like delayed after the contact. So yeah, that would be a tough one for the stewards to check out, to tell you the truth. I wouldn't want to be one of the stewards looking at that. The next race is in 10 minutes. So if someone takes to the track, which it doesn't look like they're going to anytime soon, I'm going to quickly give you guys a break from my voice. God, Catula really has worked out how to get around the censorship. It's great. And Shiren and Catula sharing stories of how they don't like their home circuits. I don't like brands if it's any, or Silverstone. If it's, I thought I'd get into it. There's a lot of chat at the moment, no one going out. So I might leave you with the results page. Both lol, Homesick Alien. So yeah, you guys can just look at the results. I don't think there's anything else to look at, really. No one rushing out onto the circuit, and I am definitely having a 2-minute break. Oh, Skyjacker has already done the tables, so, oh god, I was saving that until afterwards, but... So, I'll just stick to the drops for now. The dropped tables for this, as it stands at the moment. Digital Blasphemy is still leading on 105 points. It doesn't look like there is a stewards there. Catula saying it was him. The spin was him, not Homesick. So Digital Blasphemy at the moment still clinging on to that championship lead. Homesick Aliens moved up into second place. So Digital Blasphemy on 105. Homesick Alien on 104. Shiren is on 103. And Catula still not out of it on 100 points. Skyjacker on 92 points. And Alexis Maximus on 86 points. So tight. So tight. No, it's all right. I didn't mind. I heard Skyjacker saying save it to afterwards. No, I meant after I'd been outside. But that's all right. I'm going now. There was no one on track, so there was no point going anywhere. But someone's on track now. So you can watch the Russian sensation doing his thing. He's not out of this championship yet, ladies and gentlemen. So it's still not over, pending 27 laps, I believe. But I'll double check that for you. And I shall return in just a few minutes. I'm going to make a coffee. So here we are then. It all boils down to this last race. 20 something laps of Catalunya. Try and find it quick. And it's already Catula has made his intentions that he's not that keen on the track. Excuse me, no, that's the wrong bit. I'll tell you. 26 laps. And the table so far updated after that race. I'll repeat, Digital Blasphemy leading on 105 points, but obviously he won't be taking part in this next race, so he will not be scoring more than 105 points. Homesick Alien on 104 points. Shiren on 103 points, and Catula on 100 points. So 4 points still in it between the three contenders that will be racing in the next race. And Skyjacker on 92 with Alexis Maximus on 86. That really hurt Alexis in that race. That 1 point deficit they had between the two of them has disappeared. And in the chat we have Rido saying good evening. Is this all the races? It is. Oh, Skyjacker asking if we are ready. Dead on the dot. That man knows how to run a room. So yes, it all boils down to this. With the medium tyres, they'll all be running super softs as they all run the softs. It looks like Catula is going for a super soft start. Remember, he did that at Laguna Seca. Did 2 runs on the super softs and a short run on the mediums at the end. So what strategies is what going to use? And Reader says it's all the race. Yeah, I think I don't think the Mazda Visions pull many people's chains there. And Homesick Alien, they're starting in the same order as they finished the last race. But remember, Catula, I believe, is on those super soft tyres as we see them on the grids. That's the better shot. Homesick on the mediums. It looked like Skyjacker's on the medium. The lights are just on. And it's a go here. Shiren looking like he's getting a better start than Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien getting a lot of tyre smoke off of the line. But it doesn't look like it's a very easy track to overtake at. Shiren also on those mediums, and Catula didn't get a great start there on... and Alexis Maximus on the super softs as well. He's going for a move on Shiren early doors. And Catula also starting on those super softs. But Homesick Alien leads the way at the moment from Skyjacker. Then Alexis Maximus, he has managed to get past Shiren. And there is Catula also having a look at Shiren with those super soft tyres. He's going for the inside here. Oh, he's backed out of that one. It looked like a bit of a late move. And Alexis Maximus like a whippet on those super softs. He's already up into second place. And he is flying on the super sticky tyres. Catula already getting past a Shiren also. So the super soft boys need to make hay though, as Homesick Alien still leads the way in this race at the moment, with Alexis Maximus chasing him down. If we get on board with Alexis Maximus, we can see how close he is. Skyjacker still in third, Catula up to fourth, Shiren in fifth place. And this is a very heavy braking. Catula's placing his car around the outside, probably going to try and swing it on the inside as Homesick Alien defends the inside there. And Alexis Maximus looking for any way through he can at the moment from the Alien. Catula already up into third. Skyjacker's had a moment, I believe. Let's get back out, let's have a look. He's at the back. And he was up ahead of Catula. Catula making a move up the inside in the heavy braking zone. And Shiren just sneaking one through as well. So, good move from them two. The Skyjacker falling to the back, maybe. He's pacing himself. And Homesick still leading though, but Catula and it's like the Spanish Armada are queuing up behind him. And Homesick Alien at the moment has got it all to do with Alexis Maximus and Catula both on the super soft tyres, just waiting to get by. And Homesick Alien having to defend like a maniac at the moment. And there goes Alexis Maximus. It looks like he's gone through around the outsides. But Homesick Alien still got that inside line. Oh, a little wiggle on from Homesick Alien, and that gives Alexis Maximus the opportunity. And it looks like Catula's coming around the other side. Oh my word, it's very tight around here. And there goes Alexis Maximus into the lead of this race. And Catula's going for the inside. And Homesick Alien, there's just nothing. He's a sitting duck on those medium tyres, whilst Catula is giving it all the welly at the moment. Oh, wrong view. So sat on board with Catula in third place. And it's 3 Red Bull Mazdas in the lead of this race with Shiren. And there goes Catula. Ooh, he's going for the move, and he's made the move. He's up the inside of the Alien and he's through. Oh my words. But they've got to run now. Both Spanish drivers have got to run. Carlos and Fernando out there in the front. And Homesick Alien just racing with Shiren possibly on those medium tyres, thinking he's got to let the super soft boys go. Shiren, knowing that he's in with a championship shout, needs to get himself past that Alien as best he can. And Alexis Maximus towing his buddy down the straight. Catula pulling out to have a look. And now Catula in the lead of this race. He's got to get some points on them boys ahead, behind him, so he needs Alexis Maximus to stay in place. But no, Alexis Maximus coming back, and now Homesick Alien right up behind Cthulhu. But yes, Cthulhu needs Alexis Maximus, and really needs Skyjacker up there with him as well to help out. And they're side by side, Cthulhu and Alexis Maximus all the way. It's a Spanish wall that Homesick Alien is looking at the moment. Let's have a look in Homesick Alien's car as he sees the two Red Bulls, Mazdas ahead of him. And there really is some teamwork going on there, I believe, with Alexis Maximus blocking any door that Cthulhu might leave open. At this point, it's beautiful racing there between drivers. And Homesick Alien on those medium tyres. Remember, his tyres will last a lot longer than the boys ahead of him, as Alexis Maximus makes a move up the inside of Cthulhu. But Cthulhu back through, and Homesick Alien trying to find a way through the Spanish wall that he is looking down the barrel of. He's got Shiren very close behind as well, another championship contender. And this is very tight here. So Cthulhu leading the way on those super soft tyres. But how long will the super soft tyres allow? No, Homesick Alien's had a big one. Homesick Alien has had a huge one in the final corner, and he's gone to the back. That is not what he was looking for. Cthulhu, he's now leading from Alexis Maximus, Shiren in third place, and Skyjacker fourth, and Homesick Alien some 6 seconds behind these guys now. Oh my word, that is not what he needed in this race. And Cthulhu flying at the moment out there in the lead, with Alexis Maximus in second and Shiren in third. And Shiren with about 3 points on Cthulhu. Just needs to get himself ahead of Alexis Maximus, and it might be all of the championship might be his. The Russian sensation sitting pretty at the moment with his medium tyres. Skyjacker in fourth, and Homesick Alien some 5.9 seconds behind the pack, and 10 seconds behind Cthulhu, his closest championship rival, as Cthulhu posts the fastest lap in the race so far. And Pat in the chat saying Kate. And this is everything that Cthulhu could hope for and wish for, but I think Shiren's too close. I don't know. I'll have a quick look at what the points layout is per race without trying to miss any of the action. Sorry. So 16 points for a win, 15 points for second place, 14 points. So it's only 2 points at the moment. Cthulhu's gaining on Shiren. It might not be enough. 13 points for fourth, 12 points for fifth, and 12 points for Homesick Alien. That'll put them even Stevens. So it was very tight. Mama Homesick saying, "Come on, Homesick, you can catch him." So at the moment, Cthulhu on those super softs are running away with it. He's 8 tenths ahead of Alexis Maximus. Alexis Maximus only 6 tenths ahead of the medium tired Shiren. Shiren keeping up with them very nicely on those medium tyres. Skyjacker in fourth, some 2.3 seconds behind Shiren, and 5.6 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien. I don't even think there's anything Skyjacker can do for Homesick Alien now in this race, and he's got to be wary. Alexis Maximus gets too many points. He's still got his own championship to think about, and Cthulhu still don't think it's going to be enough. He needs Skyjacker, I think, ahead of Shiren. in all honesty. And even finishing first with Homesick finishing 5th, I think that'll put them even on points. Because he's 4 points behind Homesick Alien and 3 points behind Shiren. Shiren in 3rd on 103, Cthulhu on 100 points, and Homesick on 104. This is going to be tight. They're going to finish on the same points. It's going to be a countback of positions, I'm sure of it. So at the moment, Cthulhu leading the way from Alexis and Maximus. Shiren in 3rd place, which puts, I think, Shiren leading the championship, I'm pretty sure. He's only a point behind Homesick Alien at the moment, gaining 2 points in this race. If this finishes how it is, we're on lap 6 of 26, 20 laps to go. Cthulhu on the even points with the Alien, but 1 point behind Shiren. He needs Skyjacker to get ahead of Shiren. At the moment, Skyjacker is 2.5 points behind, 2.5 seconds behind Shiren. This is nail-biting stuff out there. All Cthulhu can do is go for the wins, and I mean, he's already had a couple of wins this season. So if it does go to a countback, excuse me, this is still sitting pretty. And Mama Homesick saying, don't write him off yet, thingy. It's still early doors. Yeah, there is a long way to go. There is a long way to go, I must admit. I think finishing there, with Cthulhu finishing there, puts them even on points, and it might be down to positions, and I don't know the positions. I could quickly look. I was given a stat sheet before this round. Cthulhu, his best finishes are 1st, his worst is 7th. He's had 6 top 5s, and Homesick Alien has had 8 top 5s. He's had 6 podiums as Homesick Alien, where Cthulhu's only had 4 podiums. But Homesick Alien's only had 1 win. Well, it'll be 2 wins now, because he won that last race. Whereas Cthulhu's had 2 wins, and if he wins this one, it'll be 3 wins. So if it is down to wins, and they're even on points, but I think Shiren will be a point ahead of Cthulhu if all stays the same here. It's all to play for. Everyone's got to just race their race and see how it develops, I suppose. Homesick Alien, 5.6 seconds behind Skyjacker. He did a 45.6 the last time around. Skyjacker doing a 45.7. Shiren managing a 45.7. Alexis Maximus a 46.1. And Cthulhu doing a 45.1. So, but those super softs starting to look quite worn already on both the Spaniards' cars. Shiren, still plenty of meat left on his rubber. Skyjacker also is in a better state than Shiren's at the moment. And Homesick Alien is similar to Shiren's. So, my word, how is this going to turn out? So, Cthulhu doing all he needs to do at this point in the race. All he can do is take the win and hope the other positions go his way. He needs Skyjacker, in all fairness, to get ahead of Shiren, to be in with a shout, and then I think they'll all be on the same points. And it'll be down to countbacks. Have a check on Shiren's stats. Shiren has had 1 win, 7 podiums, and 8 top 5 finishes. Oh, it's tight, very tight at the moment. But Cthulhu leading by 1.5 seconds from Alexis and Maximus. Then we have Shiren in 3rd, 1.3 seconds behind Alexis. Skyjacker 2 seconds behind Shiren, and Homesick Alien 6.7 seconds behind Skyjacker. His last lap of 47.1. Maybe he's pushing a little too hard out there. Is Homesick Alien trying to catch the pack up? He's losing time on Skyjacker at the moment, and Cthulhu is doing everything right. That first race, he was obviously lulling them into a false sense of security. as he makes his way around on lap 8 of 26. So there is still, like Mama Homesick said, a long way to go before the end of this race. And don't forget, tomorrow we've got the Le Mans endurance race, 2.5 hours with 2 different classes racing La Sarthe, which is going to be a very interesting race indeed. And Alexis and Maximus not catching Catula at the moment, playing a great rear gunner, with Shiren sitting in third. It just looks like they can't really attack each other at this moment in time. The tyres, maybe just looking after those tyres till the pit stops. And we've seen Catula do some very clever strategies in the past. He usually likes to double stop and put some super softs on again. And there we go, Skyjacker and Shiren both coming into the pits. Is Homesick as well? So possibly they think the super softs can last for 20, no, it won't be 20, it'll be 18 laps. Catula staying out there on those super softs with Alexis and Maximus for company, while Skyjacker, Homesick and Shiren all nip into the pits. Top up with fuel. Shiren's already on the move on his super softs out onto the track. Some 26 seconds now behind Alexis Maximus. Skyjacker not far behind, also on a set of super softs. They both, Shiren's putting a little less fuel than Skyjacker, so Shiren's going to run this one very tight. Homesick Alien, he's gone similar fuel load as Shiren. Skyjacker putting a little bit more in than those guys, and now they should be going faster than Catula and Alexis Maximus, whose both tyres are starting to look worn. So their tyres are starting to look quite worn on lap 9. So it's definitely going to be a 2-stopper, isn't it? I can't see Shiren, Skyjacker and Homesick Alien making those super softs last for 18 laps. Very interesting indeed. What are the Spaniards going to do as they make their way around? Fuel doesn't seem to be too much of a concern, because they've still got quite just over half a tank of fuel in their cars. Catula more so. And they're coming in. They're reacting to the other guys. Imagine to put another set of super softs on, because I think this one's going to be a 2-stopper, people. So Shiren, he's not going to reach. I think Catula's going to be back out in the lead of this race, if you ask me. And I don't think they're really putting much fuel in, because they know they're going to have to come in and put some mediums on. So Homesick Alien now only 5 seconds behind Skyjacker on a super soft set of tyres. And it says Shiren's taking the lead. He's on the start straight line. Catula and Alexis Maximus on their way out. Catula still leading this race, with Alexis Maximus just ahead of him, and Shiren isn't there yet. He's 1.5 seconds behind, but it's still quite tight. So here we go. Race on, boys. But don't forget, Shiren, Skyjacker and Homesick Alien have done their medium run, with Catula and Alexis Maximus still having to do a medium run. They've both gone super softs. Shiren not too far behind. His super softs will be lovely and warm now. He's done a lap on them. And this race is very interesting. Skyjacker 5.5 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien, and it's very tight. 10 laps done of 26, 16 laps to go of this race. And at the moment, it's all about the Spaniards here at Spain for Catalonia. Interesting racing at the moment. The Russian sensation, Shiren in 3rd place, with Skyjacker in 4th, and Homesick Alien in 5th. He can see the guys. He's not, it's 6.4 seconds though behind. He's lost another second somewhere on his outlap. He may be pushing just too hard, Homesick Alien, and might just have to find his centre, take a few deep breaths, and get himself back into this race, whilst Catula 7 tenths ahead of Alexis Maximus. Oh, Alexis Maximus looking like he was quite sideways through that corner. And Catula leading the way. In car 81, we've seen Catula win 2 WRX Challenge Championships and a Max 5 Championship. So he knows how to win a championship. Alexis Maximus very close behind, but I don't think he's going to attack his fellow countryman. I think he's going to just play rear gunner in this race. Shiren hasn't won a championship for VRC yet, but he's definitely got one in him. We see him taking part in a few championships now in the Red Bulls. And trying to think what he started in. Oh, I don't remember. But he has taken part in another championship as well. Oh, the Clio Cups. Yes, he was definitely in the Clio Cups. Did very well in those. Skyjacker only 2.8 seconds behind Shiren. He's just got the fastest lap with a 1:43.728 on his super soft tyres, so he'll be closing in. Remember, he's in his own little battle with Alexis Maximus in this championship. And Homesick Alien falling even further behind now. Maybe Homesick Alien fancies getting those super softs to last till the end. Maybe he's managing his tyres and more and hoping to pit less. And Alexis Maximus closing right up to Catula on this lap. Catula had a bit of a messy lap of 50, well, is that right? No, 44.3, sorry. With Alexis Maximus doing a 43.8, and it's very brave driving from Alexis Maximus right up the bumper of his fellow countryman. One missed brake and he could take them both out. So a risky game Alexis Maximus is playing, but possibly knows Shiren and Skyjacker are on a push at the moment, and maybe he's trying to push his teammate along to get them both moving. As we've sat on board with Alexis Maximus, I get scared when they go into the braking zones. One small mistake, one lapse of judgment, and it could be all over. But at the moment, wow, this championship is tight. Very tight. I don't know if Skyjacker's going to do an update afterwards of a provisional table, pending any stewards, but it doesn't look like Catula's going to put in anything. Homesick, it looks like that incident in the first race, Catula said it was his mistake, not Homesick Aliens. Shiren then in third, though. I think Shiren may have this championship. If he can stay in third place, this could be, he might win it by a point. Skyjacker in fourth. Like I said, Catula needs Skyjacker really to get ahead of Shiren. And Skyjacker doing a 44.2 his last time around. Shiren doing a 44.2 also. So, you know, it's going to be tricky. And Shiren's now 4 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. He crosses the line for a 45.9. Shiren doing a 44.6. So Shiren is definitely trying to put the pressure on the Spanish Armada out there who are leading this race. But they've got to do the medium tyre run. Don't forget, they've got to pull some time out on Shiren. And at the moment, 3 seconds possibly won't be enough on those medium tyres around here. On the medium tyres, they were averaging, it looks, around about 45, mid-45s. Mid to late 45s. On the soft tyre, it's about a second faster. Well, 44.1. So just over a second faster on those super softs. And this is going to be very interesting. Catula leading from Alexis and Maximus. Third place goes to Shiren at the moment. Skyjacker in fourth. And it looks like he might be starting to look after his tyres. He's dropping off the pace a little bit. He did a 43.7. But now he's dialed it back somewhat. Homesick Alien, a 44.9 his last time around. And I just can't tell. I can't tell who's looking after tyres. Maybe Homesick Alien, Skyjacker, thinking they don't want to pit again. Try and make those tyres last. We're halfway through this race. I don't think the Super Softs will last that long. I think they will have to come in and put another set on. Catula and Alexis Maximus, they've only run the Super Softs so far in this race, so they will have to put some mediums on, and it looks like Shiren's staying with them, and if he pits again, which I think he will, I don't think the Super Softs are going to last that long, but I might be wrong. We saw Catula and Alexis make them last around 9 laps, and then they came in. Oh, this is very tantalising. Very exciting stuff out there at the moment. Catula leading from Alexis and Maximus. Shiren is definitely closing up on them guys ahead. He's at 44.8 his last time around. Alexis Maximus at 45.2. Catula 44.3. It's to and fro in between the two leaders, but Shiren looks like he's really starting to put pedal to the metal and try and go and win himself this championship. With Homesick Alien making that early mistake, spinning in or going off wide in the final corner. He's 8.3 seconds behind Skyjacker. His tyres aren't looking any better than the boys ahead of him, so I don't think he is managing the tyres any more than the guys ahead. Cthulhu and Alexis Maximus never been more than half a second apart all race. It's been a very nice driving from the two Spaniards at Spain. And Shiren now 1.7 seconds behind. Let's get on board with Shiren and see how he does. 44.9 that last time around. He's 4.4 seconds ahead of Skyjacker and only 1.8 seconds behind Alexis Maximus and 2.2 seconds behind the championship, the race leader. It's not the championship leader. At this point, Digital Blasphemy is still championship leader until the end of this race. And Shiren will be going through the Russian's mind. Probably knows they haven't done a medium run yet. He knows he's had the medium tyres out of the way. I imagine he's just going to follow these guys, and if they go in the pits, he'll just throw it in the pits, and if they don't go in the pits, he'll just stay out. And I think at the moment all the power is in Shiren's hands. I think he's a point ahead. If they finish like this, I think he's 1 point ahead of Catula. Catula, no. Yeah. And a point ahead of Homesick Alien, who'll be on even points with Catula. I may be wrong though. I'll have to wait and see. My math isn't always that good, and I don't even take into account of drop scores. Oof. 1.5 seconds now from the Alexis Maximus in front is Shiren. He's trying to zone in on those two cars ahead of him. Skyjacker 4.7 seconds behind Shiren. 9 seconds back is Homesick Alien. He's probably hating that final corner, that last corner. Catula though is doing a magnificent job. He was obviously just lulling the rest of the guys into a false sense of security after that first race. And we're nearly 27.5 minutes into this race. 16 laps. We've got 10 laps left. And Catula is leading from Alexis and Maximus, who is ahead of Shiren. Then we have Skyjacker and Homesick Alien. Oh my gosh. And like I said, I think if Homesick Alien finishes there, Catula finishes where he is, that puts them on the same points as each other. And if Shiren finishes in third, it puts him a point ahead of both of them. I'm not even going to mention if Skyjacker has an off and puts Homesick Alien up into fourth, that'll put him on the same points as Shiren, which will be a point ahead of Catula. But I believe Shiren, I don't know, then it'll come down to wins, and that's where my brain goes poof. And I think Skyjacker has probably done enough in letting Homesick Alien through in the sprint race. And like I said, he's got his own battle with Alexis Maximus. And oh my word, Shiren was within 0.8 of Alexis now. The battle is on. 9 laps to go. Ooh. Just listening to those tyres getting tortured around the corner. They're screaming, mercy, mercy, mercy. Is mercy Spanish? Merci. Thank you, innit? And they're not saying thank you. No, it's French, yeah, sorry. Oh, gutted, that would have been funny. But no, they're not speaking French to him, they're just English mercy. Like, please stop brutalising me in these corners. So 5/10 now is Shiren. He really is zoning in, and oh, a little slide from Alexis Maximus. And oh my god, Alexis Maximus's tyres starting to go away from him. He's out wide again. Shiren looking to make the kill. Oh my jeebus. Shiren really is taking the fight to the Spaniards. And Catula running away 1.2 seconds. Maybe this is part of the plan. Alexis Maximus trying to ease Shiren back a little bit. Like I said, they need Skyjacker. Catula needs Skyjacker ahead of Shiren. I don't imagine he can do that much calculating during the race. Just trying to work out how to get around the next corner. 10 seconds back is Homesick Alien. That spin really costing him. It doesn't look like he's enjoying the super soft tyres as much as Catula is. Shiren's gone in. Shiren and Skyjacker have both gone into the pits for another set of super softs, I imagine. Catula and Alexis Maximus possibly don't want to change those tyres just yet, so I was wrong. I said Shiren and Homesick Alien coming in also, and I said that Shiren was just going to follow whatever Alexis and Catula was going to do, but I was wrong, because Shiren's come in to change those tyres to get a brand new set of super softs. He's put a quarter of a tank of fuel in there. Skyjacker just following him out as well, also topping up with fuel and back on the super softs. And Homesick Alien with a fresh set of super softs, a little less fuel than the two ahead of him, trying to gain some ground on them. And Catula now is 1.6, 1.5 seconds ahead of Alexis Maximus. Both their tyres are looking pretty shoddy. They did 1 lap more than the other guys out there, but they're going to have to put the mediums on. That's going to put Shiren in a really strong position. Skyjacker's really closed up on Shiren in the pit stops. He was some 4 seconds behind Shiren, and now only 1.2 seconds behind Shiren. He's got the fastest lap of the race, and this is it. 8 more laps to go in this race, and it could be anything. Anything could happen. Homesick Alien 9.6 seconds behind Skyjacker. And there we go. Catula's come in. Alexis has stayed out. Alexis Maximus has stayed out there. Keeping their options open are the Spaniards. Shiren, he's going to be pelting it to try and get a jump on Catula. Oh, no, 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 Shiren. Shiren's lost it. Shiren's lost the car. Oh, my word. Oh, my lord. Shiren loses the car. This is unbelievable stuff. Catula's back out of the pits. He's moving now. Oh, my gosh. He's behind Shiren. He's ahead of him. Skyjacker, that's exactly what he needed. It's Skyjacker in the way of Shiren, and Homesick Alien there 8 seconds behind Shiren, and this is playing into Catula's hands. His fellow countrymen staying out there, but he might be losing too much time and end up behind Skyjacker himself. But I suppose that doesn't matter as long as there's 2 cars between him and Shiren, and this is a very interesting now. But Catula's gone to the medium tyres. He's 4.4 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker's going to be a lot faster than Cthulhu. And oh my word, would have you believed it? Shiren losing it in the chicane. It looked like this was all the power was in Shiren's hands. And the Russian sensation losing the car underneath him. I imagine he didn't even expect it to go. I imagine he's done it the same every single lap, and just suddenly the car just went. And this is very interesting. Lexus Maximus, he's still out there on those old super softs. He's going to have to come in and put a set of mediums on. We've got 7 laps left. Cthulhu onto the mediums now, 3.9 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. Can he defend against those super softs? This is some crazy race we're having at the moment. Alexis Maximus, he's gone around again. He's gone around again. He's not going into the pits. That's going to lose him too much time, and he'll end up behind Shiren. If he's not careful, he needs to pop in front of Shiren and behind Cthulhu. Oh my word. I think if Alexis Maximus pitted the same time as Cthulhu, it would have been happy days. But I think now Alexis Maximus is going to have stayed out there too long, losing too much time on the super soft runners of Skyjacker and Shiren. Look at Shiren, did a 43.9 that last time around, and a 43.9 from Skyjacker also. He's getting purples. It's down to 2.4 seconds from Cthulhu. My lord. And at the moment, Alexis Maximus is doing 46.7s. He's losing time to the guys already on the super soft tyres. He just doesn't want to use the mediums. But this is interesting stuff. And Skyjacker pushing his monster Mazda all the way. It's out wide, but I think they've all been going out there quite wide. Cthulhu's less than 2 seconds now to Skyjacker. He really needs Alexis Maximus to come into the pits, but I think Alexis Maximus is going to have lost a little bit too much time running longer on those super softs, old super softs, and I think he's going to end up behind Shiren. That's my prediction, but we will have to wait and see. Cthulhu at the moment 1.4 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. Those super softs so much faster. And 6 laps to go. They're crossing the line to start lap 21 of 26. Skyjack again, another fastest lap of 43.4. He's really closing in on Cthulhu now, and Alexis Maximus coming out of the pits, and he's behind Shiren. It's not worked for him. It's not worked for Cthulhu. He needed Alexis Maximus ahead of Shiren. So I still think the championship is in Shiren's hands at the moment by 1 point. Cthulhu, though, on them medium tyres. Skyjacker catching him up at a rate of knots, bringing Shiren along with him. On board with Skyjacker as we see him chasing down the Red Bull Mazda ahead of him. Skyjacker now probably just trying to work out what side he's going to overtake Cthulhu, left or right. Which side do I fancy? It's like a question of etiquette. Do I pass him on the groin or pass him on the butt? Skyjacker closing up on Cthulhu. Looking up the inside now, Cthulhu just a sitting duck on those medium tyres. There's a huge bit of road there for Skyjacker to aim at, but no. It's a little tight going into the chicane. And Cthulhu trying to defend, and Skyjacker opting to go around the outside. Can he do it? They're side by side, and Skyjacker, there he goes. And Skyjacker taking the lead from Cthulhu. Cthulhu trying to get a toe. Skyjacker trying not to let him get a toe. And it is anyone's business at the moment. But remember, those super softs will go off. The mediums last a bit longer. So if Cthulhu can just park up behind Skyjacker and stay with him and try and use his toe to stay out of Sharen's way. But Sharen's only 1.2 seconds behind. Alexis Maximus only a second ahead of Homesick Alien. If Homesick Alien can get ahead of Alexis Maximus on those medium tyres, that brings Homesick Alien back into this championship. Now that Skyjacker's ahead of Cthulhu, it's going to be between Sharen and Homesick Alien. My word. So Homesick Alien's got to try and get a move done on Alexis Maximus, but like Cthulhu, the mediums should be more durable. And as Skyjacker's tyres go off, Cthulhu might be able to come back at him. We're on lap 22 of 26. Only 4 more laps to go in this race. Sharen racing up to the back of Cthulhu. And this is unbelievable stuff out there. Unbelievable, I say. And Cthulhu's just trying to cling on there. He's going to try and defend all he can against Sharen. But at the moment, I believe Sharen is our championship leader before the checkered flag. But like I said, if Homesick Alien can get past Alexis Maximus, that'll put him and Sharen on the same points. I'm sure it will. I am sure. As sure as I can surely be. As there is only 1 point between him and Sharen. And you only get a point per position, and here comes Homesick Alien to make a move on Alexis Maximus. He's trying his hardest. He's getting the toe down the straight. He's having a look around the outside of Alexis. He's just edged it a bit much ahead, but Alexis has got that inside line. And there you go, Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien's just put himself back into a championship shout. He's going to be on the same points as Sharen. Sharen's got himself ahead of Cthulhu, so now Cthulhu's back. No, Cthulhu's coming back at Sharen. Oh my word. But no, Sharen's now put himself back into the championship lead, I believe. Going into second, putting a position between him and Homesick Alien. There's 8 seconds between Cthulhu and Homesick, and that's too much to ask for. Skyjacker running away. He wants to win. Screw it, he says. I'm not getting involved in your championship. You lot fight it out. I'm taking a win. I'm getting the win back that I lost in the sprint. Sharen then up into second. Cthulhu down into third. Homesick Alien up into fourth. Alexis Maximus down into fifth. And it's a question of, can the mediums come back to life before the end of this race? 3 laps to go. I'm not sure. I think the super softs will last to the checkered flag. Skyjacker looks like he's doing absolutely fine out there. Sharen, he's not pulling away from Cthulhu. Cthulhu looked like he had a little wiggle on out of that corner. And my word, as Homesick Alien put himself ahead of Alexis and Maximus. Sharen moved ahead of Cthulhu, putting himself again another point ahead of the Alien. Oh my word. And Skyjacker flying at the moment in the lead of this race. 24 laps done. 24 of 26, sorry. 2 more laps to go. Sharen, he's 1.8 seconds now ahead of Cthulhu. Those medium tyres are a struggle. Homesick Alien's got it down to 7.4 seconds. He needs to get ahead of Cthulhu to be in a chance against Sharen. Otherwise, it looks like it's going to be Sharen's championship. Skyjacker will get the win, I imagine. But what a race we've had here. What a final. Oh my word. Cthulhu, some 2.2 seconds, 7.2 seconds behind his Homesick Alien. That's going to be too much of an ask, I think, in 2 laps. He'd need Cthulhu to make a mistake to get onto the even points with Sharen, and then it'll be a countback. It'll be places, wins and positions, but not at the moment. So Skyjacker is leading. Sharen in second place. Third is Cthulhu. Cthulhu's fuels just started flashing. I imagine that's okay. I imagine that's enough to get to the end. Homesick Alien's fuel also flashing. And Alexis and Maximus are dropping a little further back from the Alien. But it's still 7.7 seconds between him and Cthulhu as they start lap 25. So just this lap, the penultimate lap and the next lap, and it's all over. And I believe, Alexis Maximus has gone back into the pits. I wonder if he just doesn't like the mediums. He's going to put some super softs on, top it up with fuel. Skyjacker looks okay for fuel. Shiren looks okay for fuel. I think that's enough fuel, in all fairness, to get this race done. 2 laps. I imagine they know that. It's less than 7 seconds. He's nearly pulled a second back on Cthulhu, but he's got a long way to go to try and gain any more. He needs Cthulhu to have a bit of an off. Cthulhu having a wiggle then. Shiren sitting pretty in second place. The tyres don't look like they're going off just yet. Skyjacker leading 3.5 seconds on Shiren. He is bringing that one home. Car 99, the monster Mazda, for a win. And how many has Skyjacker had? Any wins? He must have done. He's a winning pedigree, is Skyjacker. He's had a podium. His best finish so far this season is second place, and he got second place in the sprint. So yes, this will be his only win this season if he can bring it on home. He's into the final corner now to start the final lap. Fuel's looking good. Oh no, sorry. Cthulhu. He's had the off that Homesick needed him to have. Oh, there you go. Just a wheel onto the dust, the kitty litter, into the chicane. And Homesick Alien flies on by to put himself on the same points as Shiren. Oh my word. Oh my lord. So Skyjacker leading on the final lap now. Shiren in second. Homesick Alien up into a podium position. Cthulhu. Oh, he kept it fighting all the way till the final lap. And you've got to feel for the Spaniard. He did everything right. And Skyjacker getting, well, he's leading at the moment, trying to get that final win of the season. Shiren and Homesick, this is going to put them on the same points. I'm pretty sure it's going to be about finishing positions. Homesick Alien winning that other race puts him on 2 wins, and Shiren's on 1 win. So Homesick Alien might win this championship just on wins. But Homesick Alien's fuel is low. Skyjacker bringing it up around the final part of the track. And I don't know. They're going to cross the line and I won't be able to tell you who the champion is. I honestly won't, because I think Shiren and Homesick will be on the same points at the top of the table. Homesick Alien has won 2 races. Shiren's won 1. So I would say it possibly could be Homesick. And here comes Skyjacker to take his first win of the season. Well done, Skyjacker. Shiren gets second. But is it enough? And there's Homesick Alien coming around for 3rd place. And has he done enough? It's got to be out of Shiren and Homesick Alien. And who knows? So, 3rd place for Homesick Alien. Take a boo, my son. And Cthulhu, oh my word, Fernando, you did a fantastic job. You made this last race absolutely amazing, tense. And he brings her home in 4th. And Alexis Maximus, he did pit, but oof, his fuel was still tight. But he went in to get a new set of super softs on, trying to get that fastest lap, but he doesn't quite do it. And there you go. There you go. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure. There you go. Skyjacker showing us his trophy. It looks very nice. That's what he wants Friday night. I'll take you to the race results. But I can't tell you who the champion is. I honestly don't know. I think Homesick Alien may have done it. I think Homesick Alien may have done it by amount of win, just for winning that sprint race, has put himself on one win more than Shiren, but I don't know. I'm not saying anything because I don't know. But Skyjacker took the win with Shiren in second place, Homesick Alien in third, with Catula in fourth, Alexis Maximus in fifth. Skyjacker got your fastest lap with a 1:43.498. And Mama Homesick saying, brilliant clawback, well done, son. And Mama Homesick also saying, well done, Skyjacker, brilliant racing. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that Homesick Alien and Shiren are on the same points at the top of the table. Getting news in now. No, I'm wrong. I apologise. Shiren is your champion. He got 145 points. Homesick Alien got 144 points. Catula got 136 points. Skyjacker got 131 points. Digital Blasphemy finishes in fifth on 105 points. And Alexis Maximus on 98 points. I'm going to see if I can work out. Maybe their drop scores changed. Oh, that's before drop scores. I think he sent me that. No, it is with the drop scores. So, no, Shiren's done it. I apologise. I thought they were on the same points. No, they are on the same points. After drop scores, Shiren's on 118 points, but he's in first place. I think it's because Shiren has scored more than Alien. He got 31 points at the Red Bull Ring. He got 30 points at Laguna Seca. He got 28 points at Monza and 29 points at Catalunya, whereas Homesick Alien got 32 points, 30 points at the Red Bull Ring, 26 points at Laguna Seca, 30 points at Monza, and 30 points at Catalunya. Oh, so I'm not sure. I think it looks like Shiren has won the championship with Homesick Alien in second, but they're both on 118 points. Catula in third on 113 points. Skyjacker in fourth on 109 points. Digital Blasphemy finishing in fifth on 105 points. Alexis Maximus in sixth on 98 points. And Joker seventh, 63 points. Pat, eighth, 17 points. Racer Brown, ninth, 14. And Alpha Nut, 10th on 14 points. So it may be done on the amount of points they've scored per round. And yes, Shiren has had a higher scoring each round, with Homesick Alien getting a low score at Laguna Seca. So it looks like Shiren might be the new champion. But he finished on the same points as Alien. That was very tight. Very tight. Lexus and Catula have already left. I can't see anything in there. Oh no, Skyjack says that's just Excel's stupid calculations. Yeah, because I looked at the stat sheet and Homesick Aliens won 2 races and Shiren's won 1 race. Oh, so it's still, I don't know. All I know is Shiren and Homesick Alien are both at the top of the table on 118 points. I don't know. All I know is that was exciting. That was very tight, very exciting. And can they not just share the championship? Can't they both be champions? Do we have to have one champion? Can't we just say Homesick Alien and Shiren both were champions of that series? I'm not sure. Skyjack is saying we never had a tie before. We'll have to check with higher ups about countback, etc. Here you go. It's a first for the VRC. We don't know who's champion. But yeah, I don't know. It'll be down to positions, I guess, how they're going to do the countbacks. Oh, I don't know. But they're both on 118 points. It's amazing. So, yes, Homesick Alien and Shiren both finish at the top of the table on 118 points. And I think, you know, this modern day, we should just give it to everyone, even Cthulhu and Digital Blasphemy. Just a taking part trophy. Everyone's champion. My gosh. My God, golly gosh. That's what I said, Skyjacker. Homesick has one more win than Shiren. But that was an absolute blast. It was. And I don't know. Yes, Shiren. You and Homesick Alien are both on 118 points on the final table. And we're not sure. We're going to have to look at the rule book to see. We've never had a tie before, so we're not sure. I mean, obviously, they usually do it on positions finished. And you've had one win this season. Homesick Alien's had 2 wins. Skyjacker saying, who needs full grids when you've got racing like that? It was dramatic. It was intense. You couldn't believe it. When Shiren overtook Cthulhu and said that was it. It was Homesick overtook Alexis Maximus, and I said, oh right, now they're in the same positions. And then Shiren overtook Cthulhu, and it was like, no, Shiren's a point ahead. And then Cthulhu had an off, and Homesick Alien moved up again. They were back on even score, and it's intense. It's intense. Well, for those who are watching and want to know who the champion is, you'll have to check out our website, www.virtualracersclub.co.uk, because there's going to have to be a debate in the admin's room about how we're going to, what to do in a case of a tie, because we've never had a championship tied before, and I don't know the rules well enough to know who gets what. I don't know if we do it on championship positions or anything. I'm like asking assistants. Oh my lord. Oh, I'm all hot and flustered. And don't forget, the GTMC is coming back, season 5. It's gone up for sign up, and it looks pretty full already. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we've got 11 already. We've got 11 signed up already. Only 4 more spaces left in the GTMC Season 5. For anyone who wants to get themselves signed up for that, for the next Thursday evening roller coaster. Pat in the chat saying head-to-head race. Yeah, a one-off between Shiren and a 1v1. Quickly now, set the room up. Set the room up and get Shiren and Homesick to do a 1v1. And Skyjack saying crazy mental stuffs. It was crazy. It was. Yeah, that was amazing. And we don't know. We don't know who the champion is. They're both champions, Homesick Alien and Shiren. Joint champions of the Series 2 of the Vision GT. I don't know what I'm hanging around for. It's not like a decision's going to get made now. I don't know. I seem to be sort of lingering and not doing my wrap-up because I feel like something's suddenly going to happen, but I don't think it can that quickly. I think it's something that's going to have to be worked out over time. So yeah. I'll start wrapping up, I guess. Yeah, okay, well, thank you everyone for joining us for this final race of the season. It's been a humdinger of a race. See, Digital Blasphemy, if you blooming turned up, we probably would have had we would have probably had a distinct champion, but because you had to work tonight, it's all been thrown into unknown territory. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I'm bewildered and amazed how that turned out. Super fantastic, great. Well, thank you for joining us here. Don't forget, tomorrow we've got the 2.5 hour Le Mans endurance race at Le Sarthe. Your winner, Skyjacker, is on the pole for the Group 1 cars, and Racer Brown is on pole for the Group 3 cars, our multi-class race. It's going to be a blast. And Skyjacker in the chat saying, yeah, so I can't do anything today. No, I know. It's something, it looks like Talleyrand's going to be having to write new rules. Which he's already been busy doing today, I think. He's going to be like, blooming hell, I've got to start writing new rules and stuff already. I think he's been refining the red flag rules today, and now tomorrow he's going to be writing what to do in the case of a tie. Oh my, I'm hot, like flustered hot. So yes, don't forget to watch Le Mans. It's on its way tomorrow night. That's going to be a blast. And obviously we're going to have the Red Bulls back for season 6 here at Catalonia, I think, off the top of my head, for round 6 on Sunday evening. Tuesday, oh my lord, if you haven't already gone back and watched the YouTube video we did on Tuesday night stream of the Super GTs, that was dramatic as well. That's worth a watch. And then obviously Wednesday, if you're part of our Discords, we do our Pit Stop podcast, where me and Skyjacker, we're going to have a lot to talk about next Wednesday, do you think? Where we just discuss everything VRC and real life racing. Usually just Formula 1, because that's the only real life racing I follow. I don't really follow all the other stuff. It probably is frustrating for those touring car fans. I'll try and get more afraid with what's going on in the touring car and other racing around the world. And then, yeah, Thursday, it's a break before the GTMC. So join us then. Congratulations to everyone who took part in the VGT Series, and congratulations to Homesick and Shiren, whichever one made the best man win, I guess. I'm up for a 1v1, to tell you the truth. Get them out on the track together. Do a three off or something. Look, Shiren's out there now, he's ready. A 3-lap race around Catalonia between the two of them. I imagine neither of them would want to do Catalonia. Pick another track, they said. So, yes, that's our week ahead. Thank you for joining us. I'll wrap this up. I was your broadcaster and your commentator, Sherry Bakewell. Thank you for joining us, and I will see you tomorrow evening, hopefully, for our big race. Mama saying, thanks Thingy, great commentating as usual. Oh, bless you, thank you very much. I'll slip you that tenner for saying that next week. So yes, I was Sherry Bakewell. Thank you for joining us, and peace and love. Skyjack saying, thanks Thingy. Yeah, I was clear as mud at the end there, wasn't I? Definitive. So yes, I will catch you tomorrow, hopefully. Join us for the long 2.5 hour. I need people in the comments. So I like people keeping me interested, keep me on my toes, keeping an eye on me. I was your commentator, Sherry Bakewell. Thank you for joining us, and I will catch you soon. Peace and love. Peace and love.